What is going on, guys? It's MarkyB here, and today I want to talk about eSports. Esports has came into a lot of criticism recently. Is it a real sport? Is it not a real sport? And today I want to give you my opinions on it and what I really believe we should really be trying to do with the whole debate and what direction I believe it should go. So first and foremost, I'm going to give you my opinion straight away. I do not think esports is a sport. And that's not just down to me being ignorant. I mean, of course I'm I'm an esports player, I'm an esports professional, but I just don't think that we need to be tied to the same position. I don't think we need to be affiliated completely. Obviously it's esports, it's always going to have sports in the name, it's always going to be a part of it, but I don't think we need to be a part of sporting competitions like the Olympics and stuff like that. And that is what I'm really trying to touch on with my words, what I'm saying right now. So esports has made a massive boom, especially in 2014. A lot of people have started to recognise it more, and the reason for today's video is basically because BBC ran a programme on their channel. They also streamed it through Twitch TV, which is awesome that they done that, because I think that was a great idea, because a lot of the program they were talking about, Twitch TV, and what it does, what it does for the players. It essentially allows these professionals to monetize their practice sessions and stuff like that, which is crazy. That I imagine I mean, obviously the footballers and stuff are already making big bucks to train and stuff anyway, but imagine they were just paid purely on performances and just not that much money, and they need to make money by streaming their football training matches, which would be kind of weird, like with a GoPro on their head just running about live streaming. That'd be pretty insane to see. But that is essentially what we do. We stream our training sessions. We stream us like teaching other people how to play the game as well, which is great. It is great. Imagine Cristiano Ronaldo done instructional like videos where he explained how he does certain things, or how he got to certain positions, and stuff like that. There's just so many potential things they could do, but there's no point. There's no point for him. He makes enough money, focuses on his own training. There's literally no point. He wouldn't even make that much money off of it to benefit whatsoever. If anything, it would be a deterrent. I can't even speak. It's 5 AM, guys. Sorry. I'm sorry. But yeah, back on topic. Obviously, esports has been booming in the last years. I mean, it's been growing for the last couple of years, but a lot of people have started to realise it in the last year, and how big it's been. I've been to a few massive events. MLG Anaheim, G53 was incredible. The amount of the UK fans that turned out that loved Call of Duty esports, as well as other games like CSGO and StarCraft, as well as FIFA. Not as much for those other games at that specific event, but nonetheless, it was crazy to see that where we've come to, and where we could potentially go to in the future, because it's only going to get bigger at this stage. It's going to continue to grow until it's as big as a lot of traditional sports. You can obviously make a lot of comparisons between esports and traditional sports. People dedicate a lot of their lives to this. They put in a lot of time. They practice really hard, and the only real difference that I see is the physical exertion that an actual athlete puts on themselves when they're stepping onto a field or stepping onto a football pitch, whatever. And that's the real difference. Obviously, anyone with any physical, anyone, like, look at myself. I'm not exactly the nicest of physical specimens, but nonetheless, I am one of the best players in Europe, and that makes it accessible to everyone. Everyone can compete. Whereas, like, some people are just physically not able to compete in things like football, rugby, even every sport. There's people that are not going to be able to, just due to injuries, stuff like that. Just maybe they're disabled. There's numerous reasons. This is accessible to everyone, which makes it amazing, and it's great to see that it's growing, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger. I'm glad to be a part of it. I'm so passionate about this. And the reason that I've done today's video is because I don't know if any of you guys seen it. Like I said, Radio 5 live and BBC. I'm not sure. I can't really remember. There was basically a BBC show where they talked about it, which I'm going to stick in the description below. But there was also a radio interview with Martin Wyatt, who some of you may or may not know. He's one of the staff behind Gfinity. He used to be a comedian, but now he works behind Gfinity. He's very passionate about Call of Duty esports, as well as esports in general, like CSGO, every game. But he's done him in particular, as well as a lot of the staff at Gfinity, have done a lot for Call of Duty esports. So that's why I'm obviously a big fan, big fan. and he was debating with a guy who thought this was completely disgusting that people were doing this, and it was a very ignorant fellow. I can't really remember his name, but he essentially was completely just discrediting everything that all these players do, and he even said that tennis isn't a real sport, which completely discredited real athletes like Roger Federer, Rafael Nadal, Andy Murray, who obviously Scottish guy, you know what I mean, who put in daily amounts of physical stress on their own body, and he completely discredited those guys, which is completely it's hilarious actually. Just go watch it yourself. We'll listen nonetheless. It's actually a radio interview. I'll stick that in the description below as well. It's at a specific time. Make sure you go to that specific time in the interview as well, just to make sure you catch the part, because it's on numerous topics, that actual whole show on the radio. So make sure you go check that out. Finally guys, I'm going away for this weekend, away up for up somewhere like a bit, I mean, it's not that far away from me. I would say about an hour and a half away. Up a bit further north with like about 30 of my mates. We're going to stay in 3 houses that we've rented out, and basically we're going to have a good weekend. It's probably going to be the last time that I can really do something like this before Call of Duty Championships. Going to be putting a lot of time into that, so obviously I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be trying to record some stuff while I'm there. Don't know how much I'll get recorded. I'm going to be honest, I'm going to record. I want to get a sort of day in the life video done for tomorrow, for when I'm actually going, because I've got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow, so I thought that would be the best time. Got to obviously get myself prepared, get a haircut. I need to get a haircut tomorrow. Might get a few snaps in the barber shop. Don't know if that, maybe not, who knows. But anyway guys, hopefully you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video if you've enjoyed it. If you didn't, well then, that's fine. That's fine, but I would appreciate it if you did, and let me know in the comments below if you did, as well as your opinions on this matter, because obviously it's a very opinionated thing. So honestly, I would like to know your guys' opinions on this whole thing. Is it a sport? Is it not a sport? Should it be recognised as a sport? Should we try and recognise it as a sport? What is eSports? Go below right now. Thanks all for watching guys, hopefully you've enjoyed it. I know my hair's a mess, I need to get it sorted. I'll see you all later. Goodbye and good night. Peace out. That was weird. That was extremely weird.